Hi, everybody. It's Sherinata Pollock
Hi,
and
Fernanda.
hi, Fernanda.
Hi.
Um, we're here today because we had an epiphany in the car today. Fernanda spent the night last night,
By the
and
way, thank you. It
you're
was really
welcome.
nice.
You're welcome, and it was really great.
Oh my goodness.
And we got to we were very inspired, and so therefore we decided to take the morning off and go get our hair done. So here we are. But in the meantime, as we were driving to go get our hair done, we were talking about something in the car, and all of a sudden I said, "That's hilarious."
Right.
And I said, "Oh, that's like hilarious, like healing areas." And then Fernanda, you said,
Go.
heal areas. So hilarious is like healing the areas in your body. And in order to heal our areas within our body, we have to lighten up the load, because we all carry garbage. And every piece of garbage that we carry from the past comes into the present, and then it goes into the future. And if we don't clear out the burdens and clear out the garbage that we carry, these heavy emotions, and lighten up our load, it's going to affect every part of our body.
Yeah.
Our the energy around us, who we are, everything, our personality, how we view
The
our
people
day,
that are around
the
us,
people that are around
our
us,
children,
our children, even our
our
pets,
friends.
everything
Right.
picks it up. And that's how we cause dis-ease within the body, which is disease. But so hilarious is about healing the areas within our body. And you can do this by laughter, but it doesn't mean covering it up. It means bringing it out in looking at life in a different way. And Fernanda had a point, I thought was really interesting, because I've always been the cup is always full type of girl, rose colored glasses type of girl, and that's just how I've always been. No matter what happened in my life, did not ever matter what happened in my
Well,
life.
you can't say what your background is. I mean, you did children's entertainment for such a long time, and you were in the clowning business
Oh,
for a
that's true.
while.
I was a children's entertainer for 12 years,
Yes.
and
So laughter was part of your
laughter
life.
was my medicine.
Right.
And through grief, I mean, I had some really bad things happening within my life that was horrible and horrendous things that happened. And everybody would always say to me, "Sherinata, how come you're always happy?" And I said, "You know what?" I said, "No matter what happens, it's just how I look at life, because I know there's a reason why things happen. Somehow or another, I'm going to get through the day. And even if somebody was dying in my life, or somebody was sick in my life, or something horrible and traumatic, like a tragedy happened in my life, which we all have them, then it didn't matter, because I knew that somehow or another I was going to get through this, and I had to get through this day. And do I want to look at it and feel like crap? Or do I want to look at it and feel like I'm going to get through the day somehow or another? I'm entitled to feeling like crap. Or I can, and I can have that feeling as long as I want, or I can just feel it and move on from it and let it go."
But it's a choice,
It is a choice.
It's a choice, because I remember when I began, when I started manifesting friends that they were joyful, and they were laughing, and they were just taking care of themselves, and they will tell me, "Just Fernanda, just relax and enjoy life." It was like, how dare you tell me? Do you know where I'm coming from? Do you know exactly what went on in my life? How do you think don't even think about me being able to create that in my life? So for me, it was like, I couldn't conceive. First of all, I didn't allow anybody to come and tell me, just try to see if you can laugh, try to see if you can be joyful, try to see if at least you can think about the idea of doing that. And I couldn't even conceive that in my life, seriously. So I had to like really make an effort. And I will, for example, will go to gatherings where friends were always cheer up. They were like,
happy people.
Yeah,
They were just happy.
At that moment, they were happy
Right.
people. And sometimes I didn't feel like I fit in there because I had to make an effort. Remember, I had this for so long. I was always crying. I was always um, living in my own misery because, I had a reason to do that at that point. So I really had to push myself. And, but anyway, so we turned out to you. So yeah, it's not, I couldn't conceive it at that point. Hell no.
So many of us go through that time when we say, no way. I want to be angry. I want to be mad.
Right.
But here's the thing is that every piece of anything that happens in our life, we are made of energy. It's a scientific fact. We're made of energy. Everything around us is energy. Every little cell within our body is energy. Every little organ is energy. And when things are balancing out of normality, and frequencies are off, and I know this sounds a little, off for some people, they may not understand this so much, but it's really simple because things either have to vibrate together or they can vibrate out. And when you're thinking and when you're angry and you have these, they're called low frequency feelings of anger, frustration, grief, sadness, despair, greed, what else?
You name it.
You name it. Anything that is jealousy, all these feelings create dis-ease within the body.
Well, why don't we just tell? I mean, that was a good example. I during the years, I developed a tumor on my throat, on my thyroid, and to be honest with you, I got scared, and that's when I really began to take healing seriously, and with different techniques that we can always mention later, I was able to. The tumor was practically dissolved, and as you know, there's no cut, there was no surgery, but it requires for you to really look into that. I mean, but definitely you can create illnesses. That's something serious. I mean,
and you can create them because they are energy,
right?
And you can get rid of them in many different ways, but you have to work really hard. As hard as we work at it, as getting angry and harboring those feelings, as hard it is that we have to
push yourself to do it.
Exactly.
Push yourself to pick up the book that probably will, at that moment, will change or will give you a different perspective. Push yourself to go and knock at the door. Some people that say, you know what, let's go, let's create a moment of laughter. Let's create a moment of peace. You have to push yourself. You just push yourself to do it. It's a decision. It's not an easy thing, but you know what? It can be done. It can be done. It takes a while.
Right.
It takes a while because it's discipline and it's living a different pattern, but it takes a while. But you know what? It's
you have to get out of your box.
Yeah, that's it.
You have to get out of your box. The box.
Out
of your box.
Yes.
And get out of that comfort zone. If you're comfortable feeling angry or you're comfortable at blaming somebody for what happened.
Find somebody who is not in that frequency at that point and chat with them, for example. No. I mean, that will be a simple thing, but just yeah. Don't look for that frequency. You already are. You
mean try to get out? Don't look for the same person who's angry too. Is that
right? I mean, what I'll do is that if I am in a very angry state, or I have rage, or I'm very depressed at that point, I obviously look for people that are going to. They're committed to see me in a different way, and they're committed to help me to get out of that.
Right, because we have to heal areas hilariously out of our life. It's almost hysterical to think that we have to make ourselves better people in some way or another. We're like, oh my goodness, it's so funny that I am the way I am. You got to be kidding me that what I do within my life is, I'm happy being angry, and I have to get out of my box and work hard at becoming who it is that I really want to be. And it's hilariously funny that we all have to do this, that we're all here on this planet and we're all being bombarded with
so much drama.
So much drama in our life. So we have to hilariously laugh ourselves out of it because you know what? It is drama. It's all the illusion of every day that we have to go into and say, am I going to create this day to be how I want it to be, or am I just going to create it to be whatever ends up in my lap? So I can end up in my lap and just wake up and say, I'm going to be angry today and I'm going to stub my toe today, and that's going to make me even angrier. Or I can wake up in the morning and I'm not sure how I feel. I can still be angry in the morning, but I can say, you know what? I'm snapping out of it. I'm going to work really hard on it today and be the best that I can be. And if I go to stub my toe the same exact way that I did yesterday, it doesn't have to hurt me so bad. It's almost even funny. I stubbed my toe today the same way as I did yesterday, and it didn't even hurt. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I'm listening.
So I hope you're listening too, because the point is that every day, this is what I always say in my workshops, Fernanda, to everybody, that today is no different than any other day. It's just how you perceive it.
How you choose to live it.
How you choose to live it. It's your perception. And if you want to make your day funny, or you want to try to get through your day, just make it through your day, try to do it in a healing way. Do it in the best and highest way that you can.
Do it differently, that you have the way you know how to do it.
Challenge yourself.
Like, for example, if you simple things like take a journal and write. If that happened to me, like I will be journaling and I will write, let's say 10, 15 things that I didn't like how my day went. But I wrote 2 things that I actually did successfully, or something nice or happy, or I don't know, something pleasant that happened that day. And I began increasing from 2 to 3 things. And, you work your steps, read things that will help you get to that point. It's just, I guess for now we can do that. We say that, right?
Yeah, it is. It's just like we said before, it's always baby steps. We can't get to anywhere we want to be without taking that first step. And if it's as a smallest step in your life of making a minor change and doing the best that you can with it, if you're a little bit depressed at all, just go inwardly, find the peace within yourself and say, I'm going to try to
Just try
to crack a smile, or look at a child and look how happy they can be, or smell a flower and see how beautiful it can smell,
or paint, or dance, or there's so many things.
There's so many
Make something that makes you happy. Just find something, any talent that you have, for example, and do it.
Go online and look up Patch Adams. Watch something funny on TV.
You know what you like. You know what can get you out of that at that moment. It's just make the decision to do it. That's it.
And just make a goal for yourself and do the best that you can.
I mean, this is not going to end everything that has been happening to you, but it creates 1 second of joy. And then you can extend it to, 1 minute of joy, to 2 minutes of joy, to 3 minutes of joy, to 4 minutes of joy. I remember at the beginning when I began this work, and, with my children, it's like I had to, like, literally, because it's easy to see your children playing. But another thing is to sit down with them and play and laugh with them. Like you laughing and you're enjoying what you're doing with them. And then they're enjoying what they're doing. That took so much work for me until I was able to do it. I will stop and then I will go. But you know what? Things like that, it's just adds up to having a different experience in life. So anyway.
So, you know what? Here's a little joke. You want a little joke?
Go ahead.
So, I want you to say knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Oh, wait, no, actually, I'm supposed to say knock, knock.
Oh,
knock,
okay.
knock.
Who's there? Remember, I'm not from here, so I have no clue.
That's okay. Don't worry. Okay, so knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow.
No! That was my daughter. She's 8 years old, and that was her joke for me yesterday. And I just cracked up. I thought it was hysterical. Interrupting cow. Who? And just snap out of it. Do something that's going to make yourself crazy for the day to heal areas of your life hilariously. And do what it is. And
create your magical day.
Create your magical day in every single way possible. Anything else? No. Here we go. Have a great day. Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
We're sharing our day with you.
That's right. Bye. Hilariously.